excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go from Jacksonville. This is Javier Thomas. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
He'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings him second and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off of play action, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Oh, some strong running. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3. Etienne. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Once more, Etienne. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The second down run for Burkhead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence is going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one, 34 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. For these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Burkhead moves left side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on third down, Watson. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Lawrence. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Lawrence will throw. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Watson on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Watson off play action. Going right back to Golladay. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. 2nd and 16.
They run here with Jason Huntley. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves.
The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. Always got some breathing room. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the give, right side, it's Burkhead. And he'll only get a couple here, and that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have time to talk things over as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
To return, here's Agnew. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jason Huntley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jaguars 6. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action with Lawrence. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. To return, here's Agnew. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jonathan Grenard in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, we got 3, Hey, echo.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, Etienne once more. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Break. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Hey, Alpha. Let's see what you got. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Cut. Get it.
Now Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A give to Burkhead on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This is Burkhead running to the right, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, Huntley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. You're ready to go.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Hey, foxtrot.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Hey, exit. Mike 41. I'm going to wedge that.
Again, it's Lawrence. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Thomas. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They run with Burkhead. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Lawrence will throw. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Oh, good move. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Got it. Get ready. And 2 stop. Know your job. 41's the hey, wahoo. Hey, here we go. Get ready.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down. Hey, check. 51 the mic.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got Akins, the tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd down and goal. Watson. Touchdown, Texans. Sterling Shepard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The 2nd running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Second and 12. A handoff for Etienne. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York